Okay. Hello, everyone. Um, Welcome to Tea with Teresa. I'm not going to make this really long because I think by the end of this, I'm going to be even more emotionally bothered and upset than I usually am. So I made sure today I definitely wrote down notes so that I don't go off on a tangent, um, and I can stay on point and make it very clear what the message that I'm trying to get across. So, hello everyone, and thank you for coming to Tea with Teresa. This is pre-recorded because, as many of you realize, it is crunch time. It's been crunch time for some time, but it's crunch time even more so now than ever. Elections are in less than a month and a half away. It's about 7 weeks away. So yeah, whew, almost 2 months away. And my days are filling up. I'm almost like double, triple, quadruple booked on a lot of different things. So right now, if you're watching this, I'm probably in another meeting with either local Dems or talking to volunteers for phone banking or doing a meet and greet. Actually, I think that's exactly what I have planned for today. So many things to do. So I do apologize that this is not live. So if you're making comments, love you all, and so sorry. I wish this was live so I can respond live, but I will respond when all of my meetings are over with, which probably won't be until like after 9 today. But thank you all for showing up and watching this pre-recorded Tea with Teresa. Okay, all that's done. Updates. Signs are in and postcards are going out. I thought it was very clever when I made that up. We need volunteers for both. So in the last few weeks, I should say earlier this month, when we received the first order of signs, my team and I were able to get those out quickly because, I had some time in between meetings and all, which is not a reality right now. So we were actually delivering a lot of those signs, me included, ourselves. And now that we're just uber busy, just getting volunteers coordinated and everything, we need volunteers for lawn sign delivery. At least a couple of people a few people have stepped up to the plate. I need other people to step up to the plate to deliver within Schenectady County, Clifton Park area, Saratoga, all the different Milton, Wilton, all those, Boston Spa. Also out in Herkimer and Johnstown and out in Gloversville. I already gave some out in Glens Falls, even though that's not my district, but I love them over there, and they support me a lot. And also we need people to deliver out in, I said Fulton area as well. So if you're out in those areas, we would like to get more signs out to you. I can't do the deliveries anymore. I was driving all the way out to the farthest reaches of the district to give people tons of signs. I feel like this order is going to go very quickly as well. So if you didn't pre-order signs, I would connect with some of your Dem chairs because a few of them are taking just big batches of signs and giving them out to people who ask for them. So if you're not on the list, or if you get a message from us saying that, we're running low, so if you get your sign, then, you're one of the lucky ones. But if not, that means we've run out. I would reach out to the Dem chairs or someone that is always uber involved in your part of the district, and they may have a bunch of them. I can also just say so-and-so's out in this area who has extra signs. And I think that's probably not going to happen until maybe the middle of next week when we start to run out. According to how we ran out last time, it was like a week and we ran out of signs. So we have another batch, 2.5 boxes full, and let's see what happens. Postcards, pretty much the same thing. I have postcards in a nice, cute little box on the porch, waiting for volunteers to pick them up. Maybe you can choose someone out of like a group of friends and come pick up a few postcards. Just let me know that you're coming to pick them up so I can keep track of who has how many. And the box is getting empty. I had it filled. We've got postcards and palm cards, and I'll talk about palm cards in a minute. But postcards, I would suggest taking batches of 25. I think we've had people, I think one person has gone through 700 alone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've had people take 200 to about 300 or 400 at one time and then come back for more. So get your friends together. If you don't want to, you know, make phone calls, and I'm going to talk about that in a moment, or anything like that, but you're very comfortable and okay with writing postcards, please let us know. Email, and I'm sure one of my team members are probably watching this, or may put this in the comments. Email Heather, Heather, for the palm cards and postcard writing. Heather at Thearse for Senate, Heather at ThearseForSenate.com. Let me see. And also with the lawn signs, you need to email Mary at ThearseForSenate.com, and that'll be in the comments below or over there, whichever way you're watching it. So please, off to palm cards. We need volunteers to do lit drops. So that's literature drops. So that means palm cards. Let me show you the palm cards. These are palm cards. We also have door hangers coming out. Joe Seaman and I we just went Dutch on door hangers, and we're going to be dropping those in the district area that we cross over in. So he's Assembly and I'm Senate. So here are the palm cards, if you can see that, okay. And on the back, it has some information. Let me see, there we go. These are good to stick indoors, not in mailboxes. You can stick them behind mailboxes. You can stick them in the jamb of the door, underneath the door, not in mail slots, but you can just like go through your neighborhood. You don't need a list. You don't need to speak to anybody. Just go through your neighborhood and stick this in a door. This is just a way to get people to know that they actually have a choice, someone who's going to be their true voice in the Senate. So just go ahead and just put it in their door, and that would be great. So we need volunteers for that. You don't necessarily need to sign up for this. It would be good to email Heather at ThearseForSenate.com. That's her email. It would be good to email her and say, hey, just so you know, I'm going to stop by and pick up some palm cards so I can plaster my neighborhood with it. So you can just do one block, have a partner that can go on one side of the street and go on the other side of the street. If there's only one side of the street in your neighborhood, just you and anybody you can get to go with you, just go down the street and let everyone know. So these are palm cards. We need volunteers for that. So if you want to do any of that, please email Heather and let her know you want to volunteer. We have a fundraiser coming up. Woohoo, another one. Another fundraiser for change. The last one was awesome. We raised so much money that we could actually get palm cards and postcards and everything. So I do thank everyone for that. And I don't want to get up, but I want to show you, maybe next time I'll show you the thank you cards that we got also from that, so we can thank everyone who's donated and volunteered. You'll be getting a thank you card soon. I have to fill them out. But if you were at that last fundraiser for change, we have another one coming up. We are partnering with our brothers and sisters and non-gender conforming and non-binary brothers, our family, excuse me, of the LGBTQ plus community. And I can't wait. It's gonna be so awesome. gonna be so awesome, but all those details will be out soon, and we'll let you know what's going on. But the date is October 17th, so please save that date, October 17th. It is a Saturday. It's gonna be so amazing, and I'm hoping that we will all come together and learn some things and support our family all throughout the district. So October 17th, please put that on your calendars. Do not do anything on that day except come to our awesome fundraiser. It's going to be awesome. One thing though, we will be strictly enforcing COVID safety measures, and more on that to come. So if you're not one that follows the CDC guidelines for staying safe, then I would say watch from home. I don't, if you're one of those people, you probably don't follow me at all, but or support my campaign. So I am going to assume that everyone believes in science and everyone knows that we need to keep ourselves safe and keep everyone else safe. So we will be enforcing COVID strict guidelines during this outside fundraiser. So pray for really good weather, not too windy, not too cold, not rainy at all. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have some performers, and that's all I'm gonna say. I don't wanna say anymore. I'll give it away. Okay, so save the date, October 17th. Phone banking. For those of you who do not want to deliver signs, who do not like writing, so you will not be doing postcards, and definitely do not like the idea of going door to door and sticking informative information for campaigns in people's doors that you don't know, that is okay. We have phone banking. That is a Heather thing too. So Heather at thearseforsenate.com. We have text banking. We have a new system. And even without the system, we did we did almost thousands of calls within a few days. And I was very impressed by our volunteers who did all those texts. And it takes me umpteen minutes just to get one text out. Like, as I'm still typing my response to someone else's text, they've responded to me 5 times. And now I have to, like, within that text, respond to that. I don't know how y'all did it, because it takes me too long to send out one text. So thank you for all you've done. And now with this new system, it's gonna be even faster. So we've got text banking, and there are other ways you can volunteer. With the death of RBG, and I'm gonna get to that in a moment, I got a few messages of people who were like, you know what? I'm no longer going to be sitting on my laurels. There's so much at stake right now. Like, they're just waking up. Everyone wakes up at their own moment. Some of them were already woke, but now this was like a, they were like, okay, I'm not doing enough. So I got some messages in those contexts and said, I need to do more, or I haven't been doing much, so I want to do more, and like different levels. And they were like, you know, this is what I can offer. And I fully appreciate all of you who, even my woke folk who said I need to do more, and even voluntold their significant others that they need to do more. I really appreciate that. You're awesome, and you know who you are, my woke folk. And thank you for volunteering your services. So if you have any other special skills, we can use them. So please connect with us. You can do thearseforsenate at gmail.com or email Heather at thearseforsenate.com. And just say, hey, I've got this awesome skill. Can it work? Like, you never know. We have to be extremely creative during this. We have been extremely creative during this pandemic. So any talent that you feel will be useful to getting out the word for this campaign and letting people know that there is hope, please don't second guess yourself. nothing is too crazy. Well, there are some things, but you never know how much your talent, your skill set could actually help us win and take back our district, our state, and our country. So please, there are so many other ways to volunteer than what and some ways that we no one's thought of, that you may be like, this will be great. Please do volunteer services. Now excuse me, to what's been happening. In Troy, there was a young man, excuse me, he wasn't even a man yet, a little boy, a baby, 11 years old, who was murdered. And I'm trying to keep my emotions in check. And that was extremely painful. On top of everything that's been happening. That baby. I'm watching the parents during the bike parade. Wish I was there, but I just wasn't able. This is me beating myself up for not being able to be in 50 million places at once. So, but watching the parents on the live, thank you to Bugatti for posting that. I couldn't fathom, even while I'm in the midst of grief, of the grief of losing my son. And I have one boy, so there are some strong people, extremely strong parents. And I've reasoned with myself that they must be out there to make sure that we don't give up hope, because they haven't. They are out there to make sure that through their grief, that they're hurting. Like none of us who have never lost a child could ever feel what they're going through, especially after watching such an awesome little boy grow up to the age that he did. It's just amazing. He was an amazing little boy to be so aware of his part in history and just in his community, and his part to play, like to be so aware. Like, you guys, if you don't know this little boy's story, you definitely need to do some Googling, connect with people, and ask a question, ask a few questions. This little boy was amazing. And a lot of people in his community recognize that. And his parents are going through God knows what. And to see them out there, wow, they're stronger than I think I could be in that situation. So I wanted to acknowledge Ashawn Davis, and everything we do for our children, right? And a lot of you have been in Zoom conferences with me when I speak about Istinba, which is an Apache word, and it means for the women. And as women, we do everything for peace, for love, for the love of our community, our people, our world, and for all of us. It doesn't matter if you came from our womb or our blood, it doesn't matter. Everything we do as women, we do for everyone. So Istinba is very important. It's a very deep meaning. And I just wanted to acknowledge this little boy, his life, and his parents, and call all the mamas out there to get out there and fight and protect our children, all of them, not just Black and brown ones, but all of our children. They all need our protection. So saying that, and I'm going to move on to even more emotional stuff, right? School funding. Wow. So the governor said that he was going to cut 20%. Made it seem like it was just a sure thing. We were going to get it. So all of our school districts panicked. rightly so. The way they panicked, totally 1000% do not agree. Yes, my over exaggerations, but I mean it. I do not agree with the way they panicked. And I know many of us feel this way. I was out there protesting with my fellow teachers, parents, the students from all across the Capital District. And we were terrified, and there were people being cut during the protest in front of the Capitol in Albany as we were protesting. And there were people getting calls to join a Zoom to get fired. And this, of course, I'm speaking about Schenectady. So I don't fully agree. And I know everyone watched my daughter and I on our last, well, as many of you watched our last Tea with Teresa, and my daughter expressed her frustration. And this was before stuff really hit the fan. And now it looks as though he's like, oh, wait, what are you talking about? Like, I said that's what we were going to do, but I haven't done it yet. Like, you can have your money. Oh my gosh. Is gaslighting the term? Like, it's our fault that we put ourselves in this situation because we didn't get what he meant. And he said what he said, but he didn't mean what he said. And we reacted. It's just, see my frustration? I know y'all all feel it. So I'm just saying that was a really emotional, tumultuous week. And then the young boy, and then RBG passing. That is a serious threat to women's rights and equality. And I've read a lot of posts and messages under, like, you know, posts and things about RBG passing. And this was before we did the vigil. And a lot of people were like, I just want to ball up and cry. I just want to, you know, exit from the world. And I get it. I know, but we can't stop. We cannot give up the fight, because then everything that's against us will win. So we have to keep fighting for our lives, fighting for our rights, fighting for our sanity, fighting for peace, fighting for our children. We can't give up. You just cannot give up. If you have any women in your family, you cannot. If you're a woman, you cannot. RBG wouldn't give up. Like, she was trying not to die before November, like, but she couldn't, right? Because she's only human, but she tried her best to hold on so that we would be spared, right? And she died during Rosh Hashanah. So the first day of Rosh Hashanah. So she's blessed. I mean, everything about that was just awesome. So she wouldn't give up, and we shouldn't give up. So keep fighting. This is what I have to say about that. Just keep fighting, keep supporting progressive candidates in your area. Please support our. I was really shocked at the billions of dollars that was flooded into Act Blue for, I don't know whose campaign, because I didn't get billions of dollars. It would be nice, but I don't know whose campaigns were getting this, and I'm assuming it may be the presidential candidates, and maybe some congressional candidates got some of that influx of donations. But understand that local issues hit us first and the hardest. So it would be really beneficial for all of us if you supported local candidates, not just my campaign, although I would welcome the billions, because unfortunately right now, money moves politics, and I really hate that. Can't wait for the day that is out. But please, if you have no other way to help the fight and the cause, then donate. So everyone just going crazy, donating to, I don't know where, I didn't look into the details, but a lot of people woke up, billions of dollars worth of people woke up and said, holy smack, this is real. It is real, it's serious, right? I was a lot hurt at the fact that this young boy's family didn't get that much donations, and all the other Black and brown people who we've been fighting for the last 6 months and the last 400 plus years. But I understand we all wake up at our own time and we all see things at our own time. And all those people who are awake right now, please do what you can in your neck of the woods and help us take back our country, state, and everything and bring sanity back. Please. I know we're not going to be able to go back to how we were, but at least, okay, let me end this because it's getting long. I just wanted to say that. And now, today, Breonna Taylor's murderer, just one of them, was charged with wanton endangerment, not of her, because he already killed her, but the people in the other apartments. So I'm not going to say any nice words right now to that. And so I'm not going to go any further because that's how extremely upset I am over this. And I'm just going to say, don't give up. Don't give up fighting. Support progressives. And this includes Biden and Harris. I feel like Princess Leia, I'm about to say, right now, they're our only hope, and all the other progressives. I can't believe I just said that, but it is what it is right now. I'm trying to be, and I will be, because any of y'all who know me, you know how I am. If I say I'm going to do a thing, I'm going to do a thing. And I will be the change that we need. And I will be that real voice that has been lacking in this district for umpteen decades. So please, do your part, step up to the plate, do not give up, and continue to fight. And during this whole time, I didn't drink. And I have my Star Wars cup, aptly, and raspberry tea in here. And I haven't taken a sip, but stay healthy, stay safe, keep fighting, don't give up, and drink tea. Always drink tea.